Hello everyone, here we have the temporal bone. The temporal bone has five parts. This part is the squamous part of the temporal bone. This is the mastoid part. This is the tympanic part. This is the styloid part, or the styloid process, and this is the petrous part of the temporal bone. The squamous part has external surface and internal surface. The internal surface of the squamous part has concavity that receives the temporal lobe of the brain. These shallow grooves are grooves for the branches of the middle meningeal artery. This process is the zygomatic process of the temporal bone that forms the posterior part of the zygomatic arch. Superiorly, the squamous part of the temporal bone articulates with the squamous part of the parietal bone in the squamous suture. This is the external acoustic meatus, and this is the mandibular fossa, where the glenoid process of the mandible articulates with the temporal bone to form the temporomandibular joint. Here we have fissure that divides the mandibular fossa, called the petrotympanic fissure, where the tympanic nerve passes. This is the styloid process that gives attachment for three muscles: stylopharyngeus muscle, here the attachment of the styloglossus muscle, and attachment of the stylohyoid muscle. This is the mastoid part. Here we have the mastoid process that gives origin for the for the seme-J muscle, or the sternocleidomastoid muscle. In the anterior side we have the mastoid air cells. Here we have the petrous part of the temporal bone. It's a pyramid shaped structure that have apex and base, and wedged between the sphenoid bone and the occipital bone. Here we have the internal acoustic meatus. Here we have carotid canal for the internal carotid artery, and we have here near the apex of the petrous part small depression called the trigeminal impression. Trigeminal impressions filled with the trigeminal semilunar ganglion. Here we have eminence called the arcuate eminence that overlies the superior semicircular canals. Here we have the sigmoid sulcus that filled with the sigmoid sinus. And that's it.